Welcome back, gamers. I just finished off that refining video. We'll later do a video on how you can take all of that to a store, but right now I want to show you how to gear up for a bunker mission. This is gonna be a relatively short video, but I like coming out to RKL1 for a few reasons. This is where I like to do my refining. It's pretty short hop and a skip over to Arc Core. Takes like a little minute, but if you have a nice fast drive, which I like the fast drives, my time is valuable, then it's not too bad. More importantly, I find it to be faster to take off from here than it is to take off from a base station. And what this has over, Bajini Point or Port Olisar is a weapons shop and an armor shop right next to each other. So you might have seen, Morphologist is a really good intro video. Personally, I think he tells you get way too much stuff in the first video. You just end up losing it all when you try to do your first bunker mission. So I'm going to walk you through what I think you need to buy, which is genuinely not very much, and how you can have a really good time on bunker missions. So first things first, you need to find a backpack that you want to do, and it does change from store to store. Looks like there are 4 backpack options here. These 2 are different colors, and I think this is a large version of this backpack. And you'll notice how compatibility changes here, and that's the biggest difference other than the size, obviously. So you want to go for the one with the largest carrying capacity. Don't just look at the volume, look at the carrying capacity. Most of these are tracked pretty close, but some of them are different. So you'll look at the carrying capacity, and then you'll look at the core compatibility. I like to get the bigger backpacks, medium or heavies, just so I can fit more stuff in. But if you're trying to save a quick buck, MacFlex is the best bang for the buck backpack you can get. It fits on all armor types, and it is a light backpack, but it holds 50k SCU. Whereas this other one, this only holds 40k. So you're getting really good bang for your buck there. The Delta here is just a 20k SCU difference. But I have the money, and I like to be able to carry a little bit more stuff. So I'm actually going to buy 2 of these, just because I like to have some options here. This is not going to be a tractor beam giant crate video. I don't find those personally to be super doable for new players. It is a really complex thing to do, and it's genuinely really annoying in my opinion. So I'm not going to do that. So the only other thing you need is a chest piece to carry it with, and you can get something that matches. You can get something that's cheap. You can get something that's color coded the way you want it to be. You have all kinds of options. The one thing that we need for our backpack is it needs to be medium or heavy armor. So this one will not work, even though it kind of looks like it would match. It's not going to work for us because this is only light armor. So I'm looking for a medium armor piece, and none of the Max Flex. The Max Flex are all light armor. This is why they're a good option for starter players. They're pretty cheap. The difference between light armor, heavy armor, and medium armor is the damage reduction. So these are going to soak up less damage. Doesn't make a huge difference. I do notice a little bit more survivability with heavy armor. Heavy armor also leads to a little bit less limb damage. So that's good. And the other thing you're going to notice is the temp rating. Heavy armor allows you to go to a little bit more varied temperature ranges without having that survival warning, but it's a nominal difference. You also notice that even within the light category, there are differences here. It's usually a little bit of an extra price to get a higher temp rating, and it's usually not that much of a difference. But here you'll notice these are like 38 to 68, or negative 38 to positive 68. These are negative 60 to 90 to positive 90. So definitely more flexibility on this dust up. Lots of light armor here. Looks like we only have 1 heavy armor piece, period, here. This dust up core tactical. So that's what we're going to be buying from Castic Arms. Now I like to have a couple just so if I forget one, I can come back and get it. Just so the backpacks and the chest pieces. And then I think we'll go to Misk here, and we're going to buy some of these pens. I like to get like 10 of these to just keep here. They're 1,000 for 10. I like buying them at the armor store because they only cost 100. Some shops they cost like 5% premium or 7% premium on top of that, which again, is like an irrelevant amount of money. But I'm trying to give you guys solid advice here. So these screens showed as off, but it looks like they turn on when you click on them, and that's important for the magazines. So we're just gonna go for personal weapons. This is up to you. The Custodian is a decent SMG. I really like. I find the P4AR is really easy to use. It does really good damage. It's easy. It's also very reasonable in terms of price. It's not that expensive, so I'll usually take that one, and then I'll go for attachments. And you want to get a couple of magazines. You can get a compensator if you want it. I don't think it's all that valuable. You can get a flash hider. Also not that valuable. Stabilizer, not that valuable. But we just are looking for P4AR magazines. I'm just going to buy 10 of these. They're not expensive, and I just like having them here. So you're going to notice already, it's a fairly expensive thing to do. I do like the Gamma Duo. Sorry, I'm being a little distracted now. The 2x holographic is a little useful, but for bunker missions, I think the 1x is sufficient. I find that there's a lot of investment costs and a lot of risk of loss with bunker missions. You do with that what you will. But for me, see here, there's a 6% upcharge to each of these. So you do what you want with that. Now, when you're going out with just your person like this, you're gonna have a few constraints. Bodies are now dropping with Hemazol pens on them, so I find that you really only need one of these, but I'm gonna bring 2. Just in case. I think it's a good rule of thumb for new players to bring 2. If you start taking bleed damage, you will eventually die if you don't stop it. So then we'll just take the chest piece, put the backpack on back of the chest piece. You can, and if you can click swap or equip. You can also open these. They do have, you'll notice it says core armor components. The armor does allow you to carry some stuff in it, so it's not much, but you could carry. Looks like I can carry 10 mags in here pretty easily if I wanted to, but that's not where you want to keep your mags. You want to keep your mags accessible. So we're just going to take, I think honestly 2 is enough, but I'll take a third one just because this would probably be what I would recommend to new players. So you're going to take 3, you're going to take your P4A, your AR rifle, and then you're just going to equip the sight on it just like that. And now you'll see we're all set up. And now you can bring a pistol if you want. You can bring legs that you can fit some more armor on. All of those things are options that you have in front of you. I like to go like this because I can go steal armor from the people down there, and I honestly like how it looks a little bit more. And then I also, sometimes I'll like throw a drink in my backpack. It doesn't take much room, and so if I get thirsty down there, or I'm going to try to chain a lot of them together, that can be helpful. So, but you do have to bring more stuff for bunker missions. You get thirstier faster in armor. You will get hurt, so you need to get heals. You will need guns with ammo in order to kill the people in the bunkers. And then you really will want a backpack for a couple reasons. Number one, it will allow you to carry 2 weapons on it. So when I'm down there, I can grab a second weapon. And then if I get a pair of pants, which I will get, I'm going to get a pistol that I can equip to it too. So I'll be able to take one gun down and bring back those 2, the pistol on the other one, plus something I can carry in my hands. So I'm going to be able to bring back a few different guns. And I can store those in my ship and chain a bunch of the missions together, fly back to base, dump it all off at the base, and then I won't ever have to come back to the store and buy any of this ever again because I'll have other options that are here, both in terms of armor and in terms of weaponry and heals. So that's why this is all you really need to buy to get outfitted with this. And if you've done some mining, you'll have a good enough amount of money saved up. It's really not going to be any, spending the. I probably spent about 7,000, maybe less here on. Oh, I guess the guns were kind of expensive. Probably a little over 10,000 aEUC on this kit. You can go. We're gonna make all that back on our first bunker mission, no sweat. And with call to arms, you're gonna get basically call to arms is gonna pay for all the stuff that you needed because you're gonna get way more money from bunker missions because there's usually 10 NPCs that you can kill. Your friends will sometimes kill maybe half of those. So the other 5 are going to be a minimum 500 bounty. That's 2,500 for each bunker plus the 15,000 base that you're getting on the early bunker mission. So that's a lot of talking. I know you're probably a little overwhelmed right now. That's why I put bunkers at the end. Other people have included them earlier on because FPS games are something a lot of players are used to, and so this is inside of their comfort zone. But in terms of where Star Citizen is as a game, I do not recommend these as the first thing you go do. There's so many more mechanics at work with these, and you risk so much more. Even when they patch all of the bugs, so that's why I'm not trying to speak to like how buggy it is. Even when they patch all of the bugs, if you die, you lose everything on your person. Whereas when you die with a ship, so long as it's covered by multi-year insurance or infinite insurance, you just summon the ship back again at the base. And that's it. You're done. Full stop. You spawn with a spacesuit, so you don't need to go buy another spacesuit. So it's just much more doable. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Is there a video you would like me to do? Is there something you want to see? Is there some kind of gameplay you'd like me to test out, or a new weapon you'd want to see, or any of those things? Let me know in the comments down below. Until next time, good luck out there. Have some fun. Keep on gaming. Bye for now.